State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. 2 top 10 teams on the road. He knows that his quarterback and offense have to be efficient. This is a Big Ten matchup that everybody's been looking forward to this season, and he said, I'm going to have to call the game of the year for us to succeed on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Sayin shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. He rifles one deep to the left. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, though.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Fourth down, Moore. Big tight end makes the grab, it's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throwing, say it. Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to exploit.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. 4th down, say it. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
What a play call, 4th and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
They'll try the bootleg for the 2. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give to the left. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Makes the catch. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
At the 36. And that's good enough.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Going with the ground game left. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Quickly out to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. On the ground, it's Hill. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Throwing Moore. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Moore from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Another great third down for this offense, man. They put themselves in some positions where they've got to execute, they've got to be good, and man, have they. That is the most crucial down coaches will talk about. Got to be great on third down, and so far they have.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Hill. Maybe some room here. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Here's more to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Turns it loose. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to go right back downfield. Sets up the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Might be calling a hot route. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the right. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Buckeyes will go for it here on 4th down. Again, it's Sayin. Got his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sayin unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Under fire. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll try it over the left side. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. They'll go right back to it. A host of defenders there to make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and the clock is winding out here in the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore. Fires to the right. He's got it. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Makes it past the marker. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Dante Moore. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
He might want another play. Sayin. He's got him. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Touchdown, Buckeye! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Looking to buy time. He makes the grab for the 2, and now it's a 2-point game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Baird. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. On the run, it's Hill. Can't get him to the ground. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Right back to the well. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. More to throw for it on 4th down. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Got enough for the 1st. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Throwing, say it. Trying to set up the screen. Makes a grab and room to run. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Sayin. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Sayin to throw. Stepping to the right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, you love safeties that have all the tools in their toolbox. This guy can cover, this guy can tackle. He can also rush the passer. Wow.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless breaks into the open. He's at the 50, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Play fake, say it. Throwing right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on third down, say it. Gonna let it fly. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Saying to throw for it on fourth. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye pressure. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead, kick a field goal here, and make this a 2-possession game.
No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
These 2-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation, you've got an opportunity now where you can drive your offense down the field, down by 1 score late in the game, and score a touchdown to steal this thing and win it. This is what playing the position is all about.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Sayin. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They'll line up to go for 2. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davison. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Throwing more. Bringing the heat. Finds a man on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game.
Snags it, and he's open. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Here's more to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Ducks with the answer.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Sayin fires downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive.
Turning it on! He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is such a great
Naughty.
way to answer. Your defense just gives
Naughty.
up a touchdown. No problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.